doing well today. As per usual, I won't be looking at the screen very much because I do not want to read people's negative comments. But with that said, welcome to Gypsy Roots Tarot Travel. My name is Victoria Violet. These are the cards that we will be using today. We'll be using these decks, okay? For my subscribers, welcome back. I am so happy to have you. Guys, I make this disclaimer every single frickin' time. If you are someone who does not believe in tarot, please scroll away. I'm getting really sick and tired of the morons that want to comment on false prophets and whatnot. First of all, go check all of my videos. I've never called myself a prophet. I'm a tarot reader. I'm a light worker. But I've never called myself a prophet. So I don't know where you got that information. But you need to go the fuck away. Anyway. So, again, thank you so much for coming in. I do curse, as you just were demonstrated to. Let's see what Spirit would like to say. I haven't had my coffee today, and I know it's almost 12 p.m. Eastern time, and I still haven't had my coffee yet. It's cooling down. Okay? It is cooling down. Let's take a look with this deck first, and let's see what we would like to learn with the tarot. Ooh, is somebody doing magic on us? Is someone doing magic on us? Since I see all these candles, I'm going to take this as an opportunity to say happy birthday to my September Libras. I know it's not quite that time, but the way I celebrate my holidays is all month long is your day. So, happy birthday to you. But with that said, there's some magic going on here. Let's take a look to see if it's some good magic or some bad juju sent our way. What'd I tell you? What'd I tell you? It's a hex. See that? Oh my Lord, it's a hex. Ooh, it's a hex. Ooh, I'm scared. All right, it's a hex. What you need to know, you need to balance your energy at this time with Moab, okay? You need to balance your energy at this time. And the reason is because, I'm not kidding when I do tell you, somebody has been sending you negative energy. Someone has been sending negative energy to you. Negative energy can come in the form of magic. In this instance, I really do think it is black magic. And the reason I'm saying that is what a coinkydink. First, the candle work card comes out, and then the hex card comes out right after that. So you are being, black magic is being sent your way. I'm not driving, guys. I'm sitting down here in a parking lot. Black magic is being sent your way without a doubt. Okay? But because of that, Spirit is asking that you rebalance your energy so you can shake it off. High priest, high priestess. Responsibility. So what I'm looking at right here is whoever is sending this out to you, they're going to get this energy back towards them because you have to do magic with responsibility. Okay? What do I mean by that? Will God punish you if you're sending something back to someone that's sending it to you? No. All you're doing is deflecting and return to sender. But if you're just sending out magic just because you know how, or you have the money to pay someone to do it for you, that is not right. Okay? Watchtower. Forgive me. Watchtower of the North. Winter. Winter is coming around the corner, guys. But in this instance, it's saying there's some coldness in some corners of your life. There's some coldness. Okay? Winter. Winter is cold. Winter is sometimes death, right? In that plants don't grow at that time. That's what I'm talking about. There's death there. So be careful with some corners of your life that are either dying away or that you need to let die away. So let me give you a for instance. I look around and I see nothing but green trees. I see green shrubs, bushes, if you will, plants, plants that are still very much in bloom, and it's September. Why am I mentioning that? Because by December, these are not going to be as green. Only the evergreens remain green. The perennials, they're going to be dying away for the season and perhaps come back next spring. Initiation. What are you being initiated to or with? Okay. You're being initiated with fire. Fire and passion. Look at you, Libra. So spirit, when I say spirit, that means God. When spirit wants to give us a gift, he really goes all out. So spirit is wanting to gift you with the initiation of a cleansing. This cleansing is a purging. This purging is done by fire. I always quote the Bible loosely because I can't always remember where to find it. And I haven't been into my Bible in ages. I am a pagan Christian, no longer practicing per se the Christian religion. Loosely, it would be Catholicism, if anything, okay? So that's why I disclose that I'm a pagan Christian. The other thing to note is that in the Bible, it talks about, what are their names? The 3 men that went into the fiery furnace and came out, and not even their clothes were burnt. Abednego. I can't even remember what their names are. So I'm not going to murder their names. But there's 3 that go into the fiery furnace. The king has ordered them to go in. And they go in, they come out without anything cinched. There's no burning to their clothes. So here, this is initiation. So the other thing that's God is bringing to my attention where the fire is concerned, the only way to, and I don't have anything to demonstrate to you, but let's say this medallion was made out of gold, okay? Say it's made out of gold. The first thing that has to happen is that gold has to be melted in order for that to be molded into something else, okay? So that's the same thing that happens with us as having a human experience. We've got to be melted down to be molded into a better human, or a different kind of human that is more prosperous, more, wise, right? And the only way for God to do that is for you to allow the initiation to happen via him in order to be molded into something else, to become a new creation, right, of sorts. And that's what they're showing me right now, is that because you've been allowing for the molding, right, the molding of you. I'll try my coffee now. God is able to create something new within you. And because of that, I see changes on their way to you. It's still really hot. It's a Dunkin's kind of morning. I always tell you guys, one of these days, they're going to be my sponsor. I'm calling that out to the universe. You're on YouTube. So, I don't see anything bad. I do see that somebody did try to send magic. I'm laughing because it's not getting to you. I'd be pissed if it did. But because it's not getting to you, it's like falling just in front of you and fizzling out. I'm not concerned. Your security, do watch your home though. If these people do know where you live, I had to park right where the sun is on me and it's burning the crap out of me. If these people do know where you live, Libra, it would be nice for you to put some extra locks, protection on your windows, on your doors, not to scare you, but maybe some motion detector lights if you have a house. If you have a house and it's a standalone house, then maybe you could put some motion detector lights. Because if these people are brazen enough to do black magic to you, what else are they willing to do? to get you to fall down spiritually, emotionally, financially. These are assholes, right? They're just assholes. They don't have a life, or the life that they have, they don't like it. So because they don't like their life, they want to fuck with yours. Again, I do curse. Watchtower of the South and summer. So again, all these beautiful things you see on the bottom here will be passing away in a couple of months because we're already in September. Okay? If you live in a place that's really, really hot, like I used to live in Texas, that's where I came from, then you can enjoy many plants, many trees that are still be green, but not all. But the summer is also, believe it or not, part of the fire. Summer is also part of the fire. So the summer tower, South Tower, is telling you that you have to allow your passions to be revived. Allow your passions to be revived. Just because the season may be going away, that doesn't mean you can't have the passion in your heart. You can't have the passion for growing things in your mind, or your solar plexus can't be strong. All of those things are of importance, okay? Oh, I knew this card was going to come out. So along with the passion and the fire is Beltane's fire. Beltane's flame is fertility. If you don't have a significant other and you don't want a significant other in your life, that's cool. Nobody's forcing you to. But most of the time in Beltane's fire, it is the great marriage that takes place. It is the masculine, the divine masculine, and the divine feminine that come together to procreate. And if you were in a coven, well, this is the time that you would be doing sex magic, which I'm always talking to you guys about, because we've been talking a lot about the cross watcher and the fact that a lot of the cross watchers have sex with multiple partners and upon multiple partners. So they think you don't know, but you do, because you watch me and others. Yeah. So that's a form of fertility. It's a form of magic. So for those Christians that go around saying, I don't believe in magic, I don't do magic, are you sure? If you're cheating, if you're committing adultery, if you're not only sleeping with your wife or husband, but you're sleeping with your lover, and then multiple other lovers that your lover you think doesn't know about, but now they do, cross-watcher, that is sex magic. Sorry. You guys just think that you're sinning. No, you're also performing a ritual. Pendejos. You guys are so stupid. Anyway, what is coming with the fertility and the fire and the passion? Look at that. Look at all that fire and passion coming. Guess what else is coming? Fulfillment and love. So again, don't shoot the messenger, guys. If you don't want a relationship because maybe you've been burned one too many times. Maybe you're still trying to get over all the crap that, sorry, I'm having pain. I think I ate my sandwich too fast. If you're having like buyer's remorse and you don't want another person to come in because you're like, no, I already gave at the office. I already took too much bullshit from people. I want to be by myself. I get it. Why don't you fill your cup that's coming of love? Pour it on yourself. Pour that love back onto yourself. Love yourself. It's okay. You will be going through a period of incubation as well. Why, Spirit? From now to next spring, you're going through an incubation. Something is trying to come alive. Something is trying to be born within you in the positive. Oh, shit. A marriage. A marriage is trying to come. A hand fasting is a marriage. It's a union. So, oh, fuck. So for those that are not wanting this, again, guys, don't shoot the messenger. And of course, if you're already in a marriage, if you're already in a loving relationship, maybe it can be going to the next step. If you're already in a marriage, maybe your marriage improves. If you're not in a marriage and you want a marriage, well, it's coming between now and spring. And it's almost like what I'm being told about the incubation period for you from now to spring. So I say March. So Spirit is telling me that it's like when you decide to get married and now it's time to plan for the wedding. So what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is, in the old days they had a hope chest. So pretend like you have a hope chest and you start putting all the things that you're going to need for the wedding day. Maybe it's your wedding dress, maybe it's your wedding gown, for after you get married, if you know what I mean, your honeymoon, your clothes that you're going to go away with, that you're going to take with you on your honeymoon, and just extra clothes that you gather and things like that. Maybe a wedding book, right? For planning, right? And things of that nature. And you start getting the hall ready, or the church ready, or wherever, the reception ready, or who's going to buy the cake and what's it going to look like, and all that, right? So I see all the planning. The incubation period from now till spring is a planning period for you for this union. So again, even if you don't want this union, that's okay. You don't have to want the union. You don't have to want any union, even if it was somebody in the past that you may have wanted a union with. All I'm saying is that energy is alive, well, and it's a coming. Let me try this again. My goodness. All right. I'm going to take 2 more cards and then we're going to go back into another deck. Okay? Because that's what I want to go into. I'm going to go into the Goddess Power after that and see what they want to say about all this that we're talking about. Before you get married or before you go into union with someone, they're telling me to have a contract. So that contract could be a prenup, right? It doesn't need to be a prenup of financial only. Maybe some of you will have a financial prenup, but it could also be rules of engagement. They're telling me rules. Okay, I'm gonna give you this, but what are you gonna give me? So let's say you have special things that are for you. I want us to go to church, or I want us to get close to my parents, or I want us to have children. I want us to buy a house. I want us to have an open relationship where you're my number one, and I come home to you and only you. I don't grow feelings for someone else, but I do want to be able to play around. It could be anything. So that is a contract that I feel that's going to have to be put in place before tying the knot or before moving in together. And the reason is because once you move in together, it's a free-for-all. You want their money or they want your money, or you get it. One more. The feminine energy from now, September, to the spring that I mentioned, your feminine power is in demand. It is the one that's going to be superseding all. So for the masculines, I was going to say for us masculines, for Libra masculines, you're going to be getting more into your feminine energy. Being more nurturing, being more kind, being more considerate, being more giving. To the right person. I'm not going to say do that to everyone. That would not be good advice. For our feminines, get out of being the provider. Stop it. I know that's something that I have to do exactly what I'm doing to my hands off approach. You are the feminine. You are the divine feminine. Start behaving as such. From now till March, Spirit would like for you to take on and embody the mother earth, mother goddess, the feminine partner. And the feminine partner is more delicate and it's more demure, is more waiting for our male masculine counterparts to provide certain things, whether that's a feeling of safety, whether that's longevity to the relationship, whether that's courting, whether that's taking charge at home. I don't know. I'd hate to say cleaning the garage because that one's bad, just as bad as the trash and the dishes. But somebody's got to do it. But you understand, allowing them to do the more masculine parts um, in life as a partnership, and you being more um, docile and more yielding to your masculines. Don't shoot me, guys. This is a reading that is directed by Spirit. So if Spirit is saying all of that, is because they've seen where the masculines have been too rough and the feminines have been too rough. And so it's like, guys, somebody's got to be feminine here. There's no nurturing going on if you're all just behaving in such a rough attitude. Maybe it's too much cursing. Maybe it's too demanding of energy. Maybe it's not yielding, not giving. Maybe it's no love. Maybe it's all sex. Maybe it's someone being a control freak. Maybe it's somebody being too adamant in their attitude, unyielding, and not, there's no give and take. It's always their turn and not your turn. Whatever it is. Being more loving, more kind, being more receptive is what Spirit is asking. Okay? And I know that many Libras that frequent my channel are light workers. So as a chosen one or a light worker, don't you think it would be a good thing for you to be more loving and kind, both to yourself and towards your significant other? And I'm going to take it one more because Spirit is saying, and what about when they don't want to listen? So what about when you don't feel like listening to your partner? You're like, oh my God, there they go again. Oh my God, they're always complaining. Have you ever really sat down, not talked, not said anything, just really listened? It goes a long way when you really listen to someone. You don't give them feedback all the time. Oh, somebody has some diesel. I don't know what it is because I smell it. You can't be right all the time. But the other thing is, be receptive and have real listening. Not like, okay, gotta go. Got it. Got it. When you don't want to hear anybody anymore, right? So be receptive, be open, and be more in your feminine aspect of your zodiac. Be more nurturing, be more giving. Let's see. Hesta, home. The home is going to be very important to you from September through March. Your home is going to be of great importance. Wherever you live, it's going to be of great importance. Mother Mary, expect miracles. Expect miracles. Like I said, when I say pagan, I'm more of a Catholic pagan Christian than Baptist, because I do still light my candles. I still light the incense, which they do in the church. And the other thing is, in the Catholic masses, when they light their incense, it's a blessing, and it's a blessing in the Bible as well. So stop and think about that. We're only following what the Bible is telling us to do. Rhea, flow, miracles and flow. What's going to be flowing, God? What is going to be flowing? I like that Mary one. That's beautiful. Sedwin, there's potential. You have some beautiful cards today, Libra. And this is Labor Day, but let me tell you, the energy is like a Sunday. Even though it's a Monday, I feel the energy very quiet, very serene. Of course, people have already ticked me off, but I don't have to stay in that attitude. So you have flow and potential. Where you have flow and potential, anything can grow. Look at that. Speaking of growth, Mother Gaia. Mother Gaia is just like the Empress in Tarot. Look at her beautiful hair. Oh, wow. Look at that, guys. You can tell she's pregnant. So I always like to say, because you got flow, you got potential, you got the Mother Goddess, Gaia. That makes me want to cry. You are pregnant right now. I don't care if you're a male or female. Right now, you are pregnant with so many possibilities for the direction in which your life can flow. Branwyn, forgiveness. Forgiveness. You know what? I'm going to correct myself. I made a video last night, and my emotional me came out instead of my teacher me, and I said I loathe him. I'm going to correct myself right here. I'm not too big to admit when I'm wrong. Forgiveness. I forgive my twin flame, my cross watcher, for everything that he's done to me. I forgive the actions. I don't forgive the person's shortcomings. I'm forgiving the actions. So I'm sitting here in correction of my own self, accepting correction from God, and I don't hate the person. I loathe the actions, the way he treated me, if that makes sense. Dimitri, nurturer. Nurturer. What did we just finished talking about being a nurturer, being a giver, right? But females, stop being the masculine that's the provider. Stop being the one that's always fixing everything in life, at home, the cars, etc. Allow yourself to be more feminine. Athena, much knowledge to you will be given. You see the owl? So not only knowledge, but with wisdom, with knowledge will come wisdom if you allow it. Lazy. Leizi, Leizi. You will have a revelation. You will have a revelation given to you. Said about spirit. Oshun, generosity. This is one of my favorite goddesses ever. Oshun. Oshun reminds me of the side of Mother Goddess, who I call Mary, the beautiful side of Mary, the beautiful heart of Mary, the beautiful compassion of Mary. But also Oshun is an Orisha, and she is someone who is the queen of the sweet waters, which are rivers and lakes. Okay? And what does she bring? She brings dance. She brings sweetness with her honey. She has her drum and she has her honey that she spreads sweetness with throughout wherever she goes, and she dances. And she's always pictured in a yellow dress. And it is said that Oshun only had one dress when she was in human form, that she only had one dress. And in fact, that the reason that it was yellow wasn't because it was gold or golden yellow, but the simple fact that it was so old that it turned yellow. Okay? So for me, for someone to be able to dance and bring sweetness to others when in the beginning they had nothing for themselves, that is a show of a great soul themselves. Let's say it was me and I had nothing, and then I have everything I need and then some. Then when I'm able to give back to the community or to maybe my favorite charity, that's someone who likes to share, who doesn't think and get stuck as to what they were first, but where they're going, right? Where they're going and what they can help provide for others as well. Kali Ma, oh my gosh, liberation. What can I tell you about Kali Ma? Something I can't tell you here because it's not for your ears. but I am her daughter, and I do love Kalima. She is not only a fierce warrior, but she does scare people because of the fact that she is someone that you don't mess with. You do not mess with Kalima because she will cut your head off. And literally, she is pictured with men's heads on her necklace. And some, for that reason, think that she is a bad spirit. But it is said that she was done wrong so many times. At least one story. She was done wrong so many times that she went crazy and cut the head off of her husband. And thereafter, every man that is a nasty man that goes around cheating on his wife or his partner, she takes their heads, and she's like, I guess you could say, the revenge for the woman. So in that aspect, yeah, you should fear her. But she didn't show herself like that to me the day I met Kalima. I met Kalima 1998 in my house. And what I can tell you is that she's the most beautiful Indian woman I've ever seen. The most beautiful long black hair. The most beautiful shape of a woman I've ever seen. I mean, if you want to talk about perfection, as in Venus, she was so beautiful. But that wasn't all. When she came to me, she came as a loving mother. She did come to liberate me. Let me tell you a little bit of something that happened to me. When I was 38 years old, I had a tear in my left meniscus. And they told me I was old and I couldn't work anymore. And can you imagine being 38 and being told you're old? And that the reason that it tore was because I was old. I couldn't stand on my leg. As a matter of fact, I would do what a lot of people would call a Hail Mary because I looked like I was praying. Anytime I would try to walk away from my home, like in the park, in a store, from my car to the store door, everywhere I would fall down. So for a whole year, I used a cane. I don't use a cane anymore, and I only used it for a year. But if it were not for Kalima and all the help that she gave me, she came to liberate me. I'm telling you, she is a very beautiful mother energy when she came to me. She didn't come to me with off with their head or fiery warrior type energy. No, she came as a mother figure, and I really needed one at that time. So I am blessed to have met her face to face. Your last card is Lakshmi. So she's liberating you. Kali is liberating you. Lakshmi is coming to give to you. Lakshmi is bringing your fortune. That is beautiful. So my dear friends, I hope you will have liked this reading. Just remember that if you start feeling some kind of way and things don't look good in your life, and maybe things start going awry, you might want to think about that somebody is sending you bad things, bad energy, bad juju, black magic. Take your salt baths when you remember. Do your umasos, your incense in your house. Cleanse your space, especially if you're a prayer warrior, if you are someone that does tarot readings like me, or cleansings, or a healer like me, then you need to cleanse your sacred spaces and keep them cleansed. Don't forget about that. A lot of people forget about their spiritual baths. You need to do all of that so that people won't be able to send bad things and they stick to you, okay? Anyway, again, this has been Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel, and I hope that you got something out of your reading today. Thank you so much for joining me. For those that like it, please do hit the subscribe button. Please do hit the like button. Please don't post anything bullshitty. And also know this, that the reason I don't read what you're writing right now is not because I don't appreciate the good-hearted people, but for the negative people that come around only to ask stupid things like if they can look at my breasts. I mean, what kind of mother raised you? Was it a jackal? literally, that's why I don't read my comments, and that's why purposefully I'm not looking down, I'm looking up, so that I don't have a temptation to read them. And the good thing is that YouTube has the most intelligent way of doing certain things. And in this instance, even though I'd love to read the beautiful comments that people are posting here, the bad ones and the good ones are erased as soon as I upload this video. So I don't have to see them, get upset, and then block the person that's being a moron. I feel real calm, real serene. I feel like the Holy Spirit is here talking to us and um, cautioning us on certain things and leading us forward onto other great things that'll come your way starting September through March. Remember from the older videos that I've posted, we are in a retrograde right now. We had Mercury retrograde, but that wasn't the only one. Oh no, we're so special as a planet this year that we had 7 altogether. So we've already done one. So from September through December, you have retrogrades in different planets, which are going to be very volatile, very tough, very cumbersome to deal with. So remember to treat yourself well. Remember to do your baths. Remember to do your meditations. Remember to take care of yourself as well as you can. You know what? Let's do one thing before we leave. For those that want to join in, do so. For those that don't, you can just watch, or you're welcome to just scroll away. Let's do the 3-minute meditation of mine that I often post. This is going to be for anybody that's trying to get a business off the ground, or maybe they're wanting to shift their life in a particular direction or get certain things done in their life. They have long-term and short-term goals. Let's start with the short-term goals. Pick one. I'm going to give you a matter of 10 seconds. Pick one thing that you want to go forward in your life, and let's work on that. And the only thing I'm going to ask of you is to have your palms up on your lap and close your eyes. If you don't want to close your eyes, don't close your eyes. But it's better, it's easier for you to connect mentally with the screen, so that you, not this screen, your mental screen, so that you can work on your goal. Okay? So let's go through it. I'm going to be the timekeeper. Okay, we're going 3 minutes. Again, put your hands on your lap and open your eyes, close your eyes, whatever you want to do. You can always replay this again and do it on your own. Okay? Cleansing breath. We're going to do 3. Ready? Forcing the air out as well as you can. Don't hurt your lungs. And if you have breathing problems like I do, then it's not going to be as long as you would like for it to be, and that's okay. Number 2. One more. Now I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think of one thing, only one thing, because we only have 3 minutes. During this 3 minutes, I want you to concentrate. I want you to be in a room all by yourself. If you're with a partner, then they have to close their eyes too, because you can't concentrate if you're talking to each other. Close your eyes. Tell God what it is you need. What do you need so that you can proceed? What do you need in your life? What is it? What is your dream telling you you need? Do you need help with a business? Do you need help with finances? Do you need help with food? Do you need help with rent? You get it. Okay? So close your eyes and send all your positive energy towards that one goal, that one dream. And I'm the timekeeper. Don't ask for more than one thing. Okay, and we are done. Hopefully you felt yourself at ease. Hopefully you were able to concentrate on the things that you want to bring to you in the positive. So long as you're asking for positive things and not negative things to happen to others or downfall or anything like that, God will bring it to you. And the reason that I made this 3-minute meditation is because it's short enough to where you don't get bored, your mind doesn't wander, you don't start thinking about other things, you don't start fidgeting. And it's short enough to where you can do it anywhere. And you work on one thing at a time. Again, I give this to you, this reading, this meditation with love and light. This has been Victoria Violet with Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. May all your dreams come true.